and blessings to everybody out there. Welcome back to the Fake World Podcast. This is your boy BobbyVILN. I am back with another video. I'm here to talk about what's his name? Cordarius Dorsey. I think that's his name. Or shall I say YSL Polo. You know I had to chime in on the nigga news. You know I had to. So if you're familiar with the whole YSL RICO case and whatnot, the whole group got hemmed up on RICO charges, or racketeering charges, laundering, all that shit, right? And apparently, Young Thug was actually King Slime, or whatever they was calling, bro. He's the mastermind behind all of this. He was calling the shots. He was telling them what to do, who to hit. You know, like real kingpin shit. Apparently, Cordarius Dorsey, or shall I say YSL Polo, tried to make himself seem like he was insane by making or shall I say by doing random movements in the court, trying to make it seem like he's mentally ill, which he is, in my personal opinion, because for anybody to be able to take somebody's life twice, there's something wrong with you. You don't need to be on the streets. But I'm pretty sure everybody saw the video, the clip of his performance, of him trying to make himself seem like he was insane, or he was trying to plead insanity so he could go to the nut house instead of the jailhouse, so he won't be catching, melt nuts in his mouth. But unfortunately for that gentleman, he was found guilty of murder the second time. He already was found guilty of a murder in 2020, and he was found guilty of another murder, and I think the first one he was actually on tape. So now what Young Thug's lawyer is trying to do, he's trying to get him removed from the YSL case so he won't hinder the case. I'm here to say I highly doubt they're going to remove that gentleman from the case. And what does this mean for Thug? Hey, look like you about to go down, buddy. That's what it looks like in my opinion. Because not only did one of your members actually was found guilty of murder, but 2 times. Not only that, you got several people snitching on you, saying that you was calling shots. Matter of fact, people that already got hemmed up and was in jail sat there and said on a was it a recording? I don't think it was a recording. I think it was a text message or something like that. There's evidence of you putting a hit out on another person, on another rapper or something like that. YFN Wuchi or something like that. I forgot bro name. You already put a hit out on somebody. Not only that, your own brother took a plea deal on you. Then turned around, he get hemmed up again. I forgot what he got hemmed up for. And it's sad, bro. It's sad because you still got people, even celebrities and artists sitting there saying, free Thugger, free Young Thug, free this nigga. No. I'm sorry. If you're dumb enough to get caught up in a RICO charge, now, okay, maybe the RICO charge could be fabricated like the Murder Inc. one. That one was fabricated. They was just trying to get a particular person, and then Ja Rule, Irv Gotti, and them, they all got wrapped up in it because they was affiliated with that person, right? It's a different story when it's that. But for you to actually be calling the shots, putting hits out on people, sitting there and say, y'all didn't at least beat them up. Y'all didn't got soft. Like, admitting that you wanted your underlings to assault somebody. I'm sorry, sir. You are guilty. You are guilty of the crimes that they are trying to pin on you. Now, like, I like Thug's music. Thug made some decent music. He made some pretty good music. But it goes to show you that as a community, we idolize the wrong type of behavior. We idolize the King Von. King Von was a serial killer. Like, he's allegedly been on multiple cases, or has had multiple murders, I should say, tied to him, where they say he was the shooter or he put out the hit or something like that, you know. And there's several other people, if I could just remember them. So many, it's so much bullshit that happens. But we choose to idolize the wrong type of behavior. We choose to idolize this thug behavior, calling these people real niggas and all this other shit. And that's not the case. They're real degenerates. They're real menace to society. You gotta understand, like, you sitting here and you calling this person a real nigga, or you saying free this person when this person needs to be behind bars. Like, I don't care what type of beef y'all got going on, what gang beef y'all got going on, or whatever the case may be, but it should not end with somebody losing their life, if you understand what I'm saying. Okay? Somebody's mother shouldn't have to bury their child due to gang violence, due to stupidity. Why are we even gangbanging in the first place? Still. Secondly, when you're in a different tax bracket, like my man's Young Thug and the King Vons and whatnot, why are y'all still representing that lifestyle in the first place? I understand it's okay for you to continue to talk about certain situations that you've been in that was part of that lifestyle, just so you could continue to make content, just so you could continue your artistry. All right, I get that. Okay, but to continue to actually live that life and to promote that life after monetizing that shit and pushing yourself in a different tax bracket, it's stupid in my opinion. Because now what you're doing is you on a bigger stage with a bigger scope on you, and all you gonna do is just cause way more attention to yourself. You trying to be a shot caller, you trying to set up hits and licks and shit like that, when you should just be on somebody's beach with your feet kicked up, bringing in the money. Like, it's so, like, we understand not a lot of these rappers do the shit that they say. Like, Future be out here talking about he does drugs and he claims he don't, right? It's okay to talk about, like I said, it's okay to talk about past situations where you was involved in that lifestyle, but to continue to live that type of lifestyle even when you have made it out of the hood, it's flat out stupid. To idolize killers and murderers is stupid. To sit there and say, I'm from blase blah, east side, whatever the fuck you from, to continue to bang your so-called set that you don't own shit on, is fucking stupid. People are dying over colors. People are dying over streets that they don't own shit on. People are dying over the dumbest shit. you could possibly think of. You could possibly think of. And now what they're doing is they're taking it into this music industry, and these corporations are benefiting off of the fact that either an artist die or an artist get locked up. That's exactly what's happening. You know? And it's sick that our community has been brainwashed to idolize this type of behavior and this type of culture. Like, and that's exactly what we do. We idolize this type of culture. Maybe we've too far gone. That's why I stopped trying to convince our community that we still have a long way to go. We still got a long way to go, and to be honest, it's looking quite bleak for the black community. It's looking hella bleak. Like, look at it. Like, now I'm gonna say this before I go. If you look at the state of what you would call hip hop has made that transition to where the men in hip hop has been glorified as thugs, sagging their pants, toting the hammer, sexualizing women. We have made that pivot to women sexualizing themselves. Not only sexualizing themselves, the behavior of the Sukianas and the Sexy Reds. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't know what it is, but it's something about Sexy Red that is just, how can it, polarizing to most. It's something about the Sukianas that is polarizing to most. Now, I'm not sure what their deals look like. I'm not sure if they signed to any actual huge, or shall I say, corporate label. No, mainstream label, I should say. I'm not sure what their label deals are. But for them to get the type of publicity that they're getting, or marketing that they're getting, maybe they're just actually smart. But don't be surprised when you start seeing more women act like the Sexy Reds and act like the Sukianas, because that's exactly what they did with black men in hip hop. Once upon a time, black hip hop was all about Afrocentric type of ideology, where they was preaching pro-black, preaching unity and shit of that nature. And then all of a sudden, it took a pivot and it turned into street culture. NWA wasn't necessarily promoting street culture, but they was talking about street culture and how it affected their situations. You get what I'm saying? And then it turned into what hip-hop is today. And it looks like it's going to be the same thing when it comes to women, particularly black women. It looks like they're going to be able to brainwash the younger culture, or the younger generation of hip-hop, to act like the Sukianas and the Sexy Reds and whoever else that's gonna come out, that's gonna come behind them and be degenerates. That's what it looks like. Now, I might get ridiculed for what I'm saying, but that's what it looks like. But besides that, that ends my video for today. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share my content. I appreciate the support that I do get. Thank you again. Make sure you listen. If you can't watch the video, listen on Spotify. Thank you.